Test, 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 test. All right, we looking good. Shit. Test, 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 test. I look crazy. Wait till I get my hair done. Just wait till I get my hair done. I know I look crazy right now. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I look crazy. What's up, everybody? What's good, everybody? How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. This is my first time doing an early live in a long time. In a long time. I'm tired. Well, I'm not tired, but what I will say is I haven't gotten a lot of rest today. I'm not tired, but what I will say is I have not gotten a lot of rest today. I'm not tired. I'm not tired at all. But I got shit that I want to talk about. Straight up. What's good, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? How are y'all doing today? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. I'm gonna go ahead and record and get started. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the video. Welcome to wherever you are watching this at. I'm so grateful for you being here, and I want to come on here and I want to give as much game as possible. Can you let me know? Can you guys hear me good? My people watching this live, can you guys hear me good? My people watching this live, can you guys hear me good? My hair, it looks crazy. All right, great. So, guys, I want to give you guys a warning for today. 11:11. Interesting. 11 Carol 11:11. What I want you to understand today is to control your emotions. Please, 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 please. Today, I want you to control your emotions, guys. Because today is gonna try to drain you of your emotions. It's a double 11 day right now. It's a double 11 day. A double 11 day. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because some of y'all may get caught up in the energy. Pay attention to the people that bring you that shit today. Pay attention to the people, Grand Rising, self-made, baby. Pay attention to the people that stress you out today. Pay attention to the people that don't bring you peace today. Today you want to focus on using the energy for your benefit. Today you want to focus on visualizing what you want. Today you want to focus on getting the things that you want in your life, manifesting the things that you want in your life. Period. You know? And the reason why I say this is because 11, which is today, 11 is the number for visualization and emotional manifestation. So whatever you give your energy to today is what will manifest. I'm giving you the warning today, so don't say you didn't know. Don't say you didn't know. For some reason last night I could not sleep. I've probably only gotten like an hour and a half of sleep. I could not sleep. And honestly, I think one reason why I couldn't sleep is because subconsciously I feel that there's a change going on. Subconsciously, I feel like there's a change going on. And I'm actually going to start meditating with my mystery school to teach people how to meditate and to keep people consistent with meditating. So if you want to join my mystery school, just go ahead and DM me and let me know, hey, I want to join the mystery school. If you're already in the mystery school, understand I am about to start meditating on there today. All right, today. We're going to meditate today. But I just really want to tell y'all, today is about emotions. Today is about emotions. And I just want to let y'all know no, I look crazy. I was going to put on Instagram, but I look crazy. So I was going to tell you today, I really want you to understand emotions. I want you to understand that In this life, because this is about making you great, right? In this life, people will try to control you based off of your emotions. Based off of your emotions wholeheartedly. And until you learn how to be the only one who can make your emotions do a little something, you will forever be a slave to other people. You will forever be a slave to life. I want you to understand also how powerful your mind is. Your mind. Like, I feel like you don't actually take into consideration of what's actually possible for you. I think you forgot how powerful your mind is. And that's why this live is so important. That's why my school is so important. That's why meditation is so important. Because it's not that you don't know, it's that you forget. It's not that you don't know, it's the fact that you don't continuously remind yourself every day. That's how you be great. I realized what made Kobe Bryant great, what made Michael Jordan great, was that they were consistently doing the small things. They sweat. I just heard this quote: "Sweat the small stuff." Sweat the small stuff. And when I say sweat the small stuff, I mean like the small details in your career, in your life. Sweat it. You need to sweat it. Stop just letting things fall through the cracks. Because it's the little things that hit at you every day that drives you insane, not the one big thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's the little things that drive you insane, not the big things. The little things every day, every couple of days, every couple of months. Now imagine, that's how your brain works. Do you understand that you could tell your brain, and again, I apologize if I look crazy, y'all. Don't worry. I'm going through a breakup. I'm transforming in front of y'all. So that's why I'm being so vulnerable to show y'all my whole what the fuck going on. But I'm just being real. Honestly, one thing I want to tell you too is that, like, one of the most manipulative things that people will do to you is try to get you to react. They will try to get you to react. And if you can control what you react to, you literally unlocked the whole game of life. You unlocked the whole game of life. But some of y'all, you can't help yourself. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like a burden has been lifted? I think yes, but I think I won't really be able to feel it until my body is no longer living in that moment. Because that's what happens sometimes when you misuse your emotions. Certain emotions can get stuck in the body. But one thing I've learned about pain is that we could literally be over with it, but our brain and our mind is constantly seeking and searching. My mind, ever since I've been separated from them, my mind has been searching for pictures, searching for a reason to be sad. And I have to remind it and tell it, hey, it's okay, you're not there no more. So some of y'all could be sad or grieving or upset about something that's not even technically real in this moment anymore. But your body has to process it and release it. And that's why I know for me, I do need to meditate. And that's why I'm saying, let's meditate together. Let's meditate together. You feel me? So again, if you want to join my mystery school where I will be meditating with all my followers and supporters and doing lives, private teachings, private classes, you could basically be mentored by me through that one mystery school. DM me if you want to join the mystery school. Why is it so important to meditate in this day and age? 90% of most sicknesses are psychological or emotional. And I learned that through Joe Dispenza. I also learned that our body is our subconscious mind. So when your body is reacting, you know, like I had a situation recently where my body was reacting to something. I need a sound boy. I need to get some good energy in here. my body was reacting to things. And it was when I watched this one podcast where Joe Dispenza said, no, your body is your unconscious mind. I was like, whoa. I'm gonna get to that, Bills. I was like, whoa, like that makes sense why my bunny, like I'm reading your shit. That makes sense why my body reacted like that. Sometimes the reason why your body is your unconscious mind is also because your body can be aware of something before you're aware of it. Your body can have an intelligence around something that you're not consciously intelligent about. You feel me? And once I learned that these little chills and these like anxiety is a sign. And I'm taking deep breaths because I'm releasing every breath. You know, it's a sign. It's a sign. And I feel like some people are afraid or worried that I'm going to go back. Baby, I can't go back. I can't. Because if I go back, I'm betraying myself. If you go back, you're betraying yourself. Remember that. When your spirit and your body told you no and you still said yes, you betrayed yourself. And then that voice of yours gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Some of y'all can't manifest the way you want to because somebody else has your energy. Somebody else has you wrapped up. You being siphoned. Check. It's always good to do monthly checks with that circle that you're around. Because if those people are not helping you grow, what do you think that means? We got to stop ignoring the truth. We got to stop ignoring the truth. Somebody else's problems is not yours to solve or fix. The best way for you to inspire someone is to become the thing and let people get inspired by how you move. People aren't, yes, I'm teaching now, but people don't really learn as much from you just teaching it. Obviously, there are certain things that you can't really show, you have to say, but people learn the most from watching you do it. Because there's some people who will never, their pride will never allow them to hear what you're saying. But their ego wants to do what you do. Come on. My actual name is Ori. Ori is powerful. It means head. It means consciousness. Once I found out the power of my name, I started sticking by it. So that's why, some people still call me Sticks. It's cool. But I when people see my account, I want them to see Ori. Because my name represents my essence, which is divine consciousness, which is the head, which is, destiny. And that's another thing I want to say too. Some of y'all can't reach your destiny because of who you're around. Your environment, your friends. I'm just being real. You can't expect to go somewhere far with a lot of weight on you. You can't run miles holding a backpack full of rocks. You can't go in the ocean and float with a bucket full of stones. You have to let some things go. Right now, some of y'all are on this live, and the reason why I got on this live so early is because I know that some of y'all are waking up with heavy feelings on your heart just because of the day. Listen, some of y'all are, let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all are not even really sad. Some of y'all are. Some of y'all are not really sad. Today's energy is just very powerful today. And I'm telling you now, learn how to transmute things. Thank you guys for the gift. Learn how to transmute things. Do not allow this emotion to dig you in a hole. Do not allow yourself to become depressed. Make a decision. Everything is based off of a choice. Make a decision and stick by it. Nobody can make the decisions for you. Nobody is going to tell you. Nobody's going to tell you you're a star. You have to walk in that first, and then people will reaffirm it. Nova said that she becomes depressed when she's not in the right environment. Yes, because the way that you create change is through your environment, your emotions, your words, how you feel, how you think. And if you want to become wealthier, if you want to become happier, you have to surround yourself with people who are healthy, wealthy, happy, and wise. Ask yourself, is anybody in your circle any of these? And then go create a new circle. Go create a new circle. How do we transmute? Through your practice. You see, when people hear me saying go meditate, go do this, they think it's boring. They don't want to do it. Their body has resistance to the practice. Somebody said, no, surround yourself in God's presence. Stop relying on people. Oh my God. You do realize that God is within man, right? Like, you do realize that, right? Like, the yes, you're gonna have time in isolation, but you do realize that also, like, somebody dealing with a breakup, somebody dealing with a loss, sometimes community is important, guys. But I'm telling you that if you don't have the right community, then isolation comes in. Because the only way you get great community is by spending enough time with yourself, recreating yourself to the point that you send out a new signal of people that come into your life. Become what you want in your life. Become what you want in your life. Become the positive uplifting in your life. Learn how to have boundaries, because some of y'all, you don't really know what it means to be high value. Isolation and solitude is not the same. You're right. But I think you're getting caught up on words when you know what I'm saying. Or Dre, where you talking to Nova. When I go into isolation, my depression goes away. Interesting. Interesting that you say it goes away. Most people get more depressed when they spend time with themselves or spend times by themselves. Sometimes some people get more depressed. So the fact that you're spending time with yourself and you're finding some type of happiness, you're finding some type of life, means that he's right. You're not in isolation. You're in solitude. You're in a sabbatical. Don't be afraid to take a sabbatical. Don't be afraid to step away from the world, to step into yourself. I think another thing also, what I realized is a lot of people will demonize you for having boundaries. And you have to have the ability to know when someone is demonizing you for something negative versus something positive. Do you understand what I'm saying? Some people will literally demonize you because you don't give them access the way that they want it. Some people will literally demonize you because you don't give them access the way that they want it. But if you spend too much time alone, it's also dangerous. I don't know about that. The reason why I don't know about if you spend too much time alone is also dangerous. Obviously, to a regular person. But when you are a boss, when you are a leader, when you are the one, it's lonely at the top. And you got to remember too that, like, sometimes loneliness doesn't mean you're not around people. Sometimes loneliness doesn't mean that you're not around people. Sometimes you can be lonely and still be around people because nobody understands what's going on in here. And that's the worst kind. They demonize you because they can't control you. Yep. Oh, I like that. A prisoner in isolation goes mad, but a monk finds enlightenment. It's so important to meditate, y'all. You guys have no clue what one meditation can do for you. Bro, with only one meditation, I went from overreacting emotional to going through a situation where somebody was talking to me crazy and I was just calm. And I didn't even know how I was doing it. One meditation. And some of y'all may feel like, oh, that don't sound right. Okay. Okay, go do the meditation in my mystery school. It's 50 minutes. And you tell me you don't come out a little more zen in this bitch. You tell me you do a 50-minute meditation. You tell me if you don't come out more zen in this bitch. Thank you, Dre, for the gift. You feel me? Like, bro, the reason why I want to do the meditations with y'all is to keep myself consistent also. And the thing about it, I know that if there are people counting on me to show up, it makes it easier to be consistent. Sometimes we need pressure. I've been listening to a whole bunch of wealthy people speak. Thank you, Keita. Thank you, Keita. I've been listening to a lot of very successful people speak, and all of them talk about putting a certain type of pressure on themselves. Putting a certain type of pressure on themselves. No plan B. No plan B. You feel me? They just be like, not to say that they don't calculate things, but they're not as afraid to take risk. And some of y'all, the quote unquote risk that you're taking to love on yourself has literally no negative possibility. How do we create that pressure? What do you mean? I mean, what do you mean? How do you create that pressure? You have to first you have to ask yourself what it is that you want to do. One way that you can listen, this is why I tell y'all, read the book Think and Grow Rich. This book is on my TikTok shop. Read the book Think and Grow Rich. Thank you, Lorado, because one of the stories in Think and Grow Rich is called it's about burning the boats. Let me tell you about the story. Basically, one side of people was going to war, and they were going to this island, and the people on the island that they were going to war with had way more soldiers than they did. He needed to figure out a way to rile up his team to make sure that they win, right? You know what he said? He says, we're going to burn the boats. So that way, the only way that we get back to where we need to be is by winning. It's either we win or we perish. That is a version of creating a type of pressure where you don't give yourself, you put your back against the wall. That's why some people, they perform better when their back is against the wall. But people who are great learn how to put their back against the wall and mentally. And that's something that I think made people like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant great. Because they were always putting their back against the wall. They were always putting pressure on themselves. For example, one thing that Kobe Bryant would do, he would literally tell himself, like, not Kobe Bryant. Michael Jordan would literally create false shit, false drama. He would create false beef with people just to have a reason to be upset. He would create fake beef. He would literally act like somebody said something to him when nobody said anything to him. And that's what I need you to do. I need you to psych yourself up. In order to be successful, you cannot wait for other people or life to psych you up. Because when life is trying to psych you up, you gonna feel like that motherfucker hitting too hard. You feel me? Like I said, y'all, if you guys want to join my mystery school, go ahead and DM me. All right? If you want to join my mystery school, go ahead and DM me. I teach everything on there. I have an app, and I teach about spirituality. I teach about the things that most people don't teach you in school. Like how to gain control over yourself. How to gain. The message of today is emotional control. Ask yourself, have you been crying lately? And of course, it's okay to cry. But what I mean by that is, have you been feeling emotional lately? That eclipse, we about to have a solar eclipse soon. The energy is very potent right now. And I don't want you to get drowned by it. I don't want you to get drowned by it. I want you to flow with it. But in order to flow with it, you have to be able to be calm no matter whether the waves are crashing or they're calm. You have to be able to stay calm in the midst of whatever, because guess what? That's what the people with the crown do. I don't know if you guys know, but I have a book called The Crown, and it really talks about what it takes to be the best. Real talk. What it takes to be the best. Some of y'all don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about when I say, oh, what it takes to be the best. Some of y'all just think, oh, it's working hard. Let me ask you something. How many of y'all think y'all really understand what I mean when I say being the best or being the one with the crown? Like, truthfully, do you know what that really means and what that really entails? I feel like XXX Tentacion talked about it a lot. Hello, 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 hello. No, no. I will not allow it. You better go on. Go. Somebody got to get out. Because that's not going to work. Shit, I got boundaries with my fucking pets. Fuck you talking about? Bitch, I got to have boundaries with my fucking pets. Because they understand. They not dumb. They get it. These motherfuckers so smart. Motherfucker know shit that I ain't even teach them. But yes, to be the best comes with sacrifice. It comes with being disliked. It comes with not like being hated. It comes with people betraying you. Like doing the work to become the person who can handle the life of success. Yes. I feel like everybody just hypes you up with like, yes, you want the car, you want the this, but nobody actually tells you the truth of that shit. So then when they're going through it, they're thinking they're not hitting the mark because everybody else is making it easy, when in reality, everybody else is not actually showing you the whole journey. For example, imagine me coming on here telling you, you got to be positive right now. You can't let your emotions get the best of you. And then I'm like not really going through shit. I'm not really in the field with you. But I'm going through shit with you. And that's what's making me a better leader. That's what's making me a better leader. The fact that I'm feeling it. And I'm not afraid to feel it. But I don't allow it to control. When I say control your emotions, I don't mean stop them. I'm not saying don't feel them. I'm telling you to feel them and to know how to feel them. Do you know how to feel your emotions? Do you know how to move your emotions? Do you know? Do you know? I have a whole fucking report on this shit. I'm about to talk a little bit about it. Why is this not working? I might have to log into the mystery school to do it, actually. Because it's not letting me do it through here. Honestly, that was one of my biggest obstacles. What are you saying? What was your biggest obstacle? Your emotions, right? Bro, I think that's one of everybody's biggest obstacles, because this world harvests us based off of our emotions. That's why it's important not to react on 11 days, because your energy will be harvested. Why? Because your emotions is powerful energy. Your emotions are powerful manifesting energy. That's why 11s tend to be the best manifestors, because they put their emotions in it. That's why. I'm going to teach y'all about something real quick. All right. So there's this book that I was reading. Stefan said, how about just focusing on not stabbing innocent people on the trains? Do you understand? For the one example that you have for me, I have plenty. Am I going to give you them? No. No. Because your intention is positive. Your delivery was negative. Okay? So anyways, this is the power of energy, okay? I'm going to teach a little bit about this, because I feel like people fail to really understand their own energy. And that's why they get overtaken by their own energy. Some of you guys are really old souls, but because you don't know how to control your own energy, you get destroyed by it. If you're born on the 11th, if you're born on the 20th, if you're born on the 22nd, if you're born on the 29th, if you are an 11 life path, 22 life path, 33 life path, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Your energy sometimes can become so intense. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like instead of taking the time to really understand yourself, you can get destroyed by yourself if you don't listen. You know? So what I want you to understand is that I'm gonna read it here. The power of energy. The power of energy in reality transurfing. In reality transurfing, energy is not just a physical force, but a multidimensional, intangible presence that flows through our lives. Zealand describes the flow of energy as critical for navigating through different lifelines in a space of variation, meaning that whatever energy you feel, whatever emotion you feel, literally puts you in a different timeline. So when you feel lack, you move into another timeline that's filled with more lack. You get what I'm saying? Is that your book? No, this is like my online school. I'm just teaching something from it, because I want to get to the point. So, our ability to control and focus our energy determines which lifeline we align with and thus which reality we manifest. Now, listen, you may feel like I already know this. Who gives a fuck? Repetition is how you master it. Because if you really knew all this, or if you really mastered all of this, you wouldn't be where you are right now. Meaning that you would be exactly where you want to be. And if you are not exactly where you want to be, then that means that you haven't really mastered it. You know how you master it? By giving your brain no choice but to accept it. Giving yourself no choice but to accept it. Accept the information over and over, cramming it into your head as much as possible. Okay? So, energy in this context is a conscious force. It's funny because I talk about crystal quartz, and clear quartz is also like this powerful energy that you can use and wear. I'm actually wearing it right now. I have two on. So, Zealand suggests that the more harmoniously we align with our energy and attentions, the more we are able to influence and create opportunities that resonate with our desires. However, mismanagement of this energy can lead to dissonance, creating blockages and preventing us from achieving our true potential. When you can't control your emotions, when you can't control your energy, when you can't control your thought, you create blockages within your body also. When you can't correctly heal from your trauma, it gets stuck in the body and it manifests as a physical illness. Action speaks louder than thoughts. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're not serious. You're not serious. You're not serious. Did you just say action speaks louder than thought? You're not serious. You're not serious. Are you serious? You understand thought? You understand action can't happen without thought, right? Yeah. Like, you understand that, right? Like, action comes from thought. Join my mystery school. Join my mystery school, y'all. Also, another thing I'm doing on my mystery school too is I'm breaking down books on there too. I want you to get in tune with something called personal development. Personal development. What is the mystery school? The mystery school is my own personal online university or school where I teach people about spirituality. I teach people about controlling their minds, controlling their thoughts, how to manifest. I teach people about the science of the mind, neuroscience. I teach people all these different things about themselves, how to meditate, how to regulate their nervous system. All the things that is not taught in school. I wouldn't have a fucking mystery school had they just put the bitch in school. If you want to join, just DM me. Just DM me if you want to join. Action speaks louder than words. Thought speaks louder than actions. But somebody said a person's actions can be the total opposite of an initial thought. It don't matter what the fuck the action was. The action came from the thought. You feel me? I'm not here to debate. What y'all talking about right now? Y'all getting distracted with shit that don't matter. Do y'all see how some of y'all are thinking about shit that don't really matter? You're trying to figure out action, thought, this. The wrong thing. You need to be focused on how can I control my emotions? How can I focus my mind? How can I direct my mind to where I want to go? Some of y'all are having thoughts that are not profitable. They don't do anything for you, but just give you something to chew on for a couple of minutes. Somebody said, Vito said you're distracted. That comment was in support of your point. Did you hear what I just said, Vito? Today's live is not about that. I'm not for the fucking debate with y'all. Today's live is not about that. We talking about quotes and finagling over words. When there are people that are in genuine emotional pain right now and are looking for ways to alleviate it. That's my point. Okay? So Vito, if you can help me to make people more aware about their emotions instead of what the fuck a quote means. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody said emotional pain because of what? So today's numerology is a double 11 day. So the reason why I came on live, let me start off with intention. The reason why I came on live is to remind people to take control of their emotions today. To not allow the outside world to get them emotional because it will try. You're gonna feel a weight of emotions and you're gonna wonder, where's this coming from? If you go too deep in that, you're gonna find a reason why you should be emotional. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't think y'all really understand how this numerology shit works, bro. Yesterday, somebody got assassinated. Don't you think today everybody's going to be talking about it, mourning about it, energetically getting sucked into it? Why do you think they did 9 on 9? Because 11 is the number of drama, energy harvesting, emotional harvesting. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand what the point is. Vito, I'm not saying you wrong or anything. I just want to keep the focus somewhere. Because everything is about focus. I don't want people to leave this live thinking about what do thoughts and action and this, when all I wanted them to leave this live with is the understanding of today, I need to be emotionally disciplined. Because the energy is so deep right now, guys. We're going through eclipses. We're going through changes. And I just know how serious this energy is. This past week, so much has happened. And I just want you to be aware of how you're changing also. That's what I'm saying. How do I control the feeling of heartbreak within myself? You know what? I'm not going to lie, for me, you have to write a pros and cons list sometimes, or not even a pro list. Write down why you needed to separate from this person. And whenever you find yourself giving yourself false hope, or you're only reminding yourself, because emotions play games like that, you're only reminding yourself of the good things, write down the things that were said to you. Write down the things that happened so you can remember. It's real easy for me not to be sad when I remember a motherfucker actually had me fucked up. Start drumming. Get a drum. Get an African drum, you know, and start hitting it, because drumming is something that I've done to release energy. Sorry guys, I'm having a little bit of gas because I'm basically like intermittent fasting right now. So drum. Start drumming start dancing. Learn the ancestral remedies of healing yourself. Stop looking to the modern remedies, because a lot of these modern remedies are just temporary fixes. Meditation is ancient. Drumming is ancient. Crystals is ancient. Grounding is ancient. Being in the water is ancient. Remember, the things that last the test of time tend to be the things that are more truthful and rooted in more truth. All right? So listen, guys. I'm about to go. I got to eat something. My stomach is like, you know. I'm about to go. I'm probably going to have tea or something. All right? I want you guys to go ahead and DM me. DM me to join my mystery school. Okay? DM me to join my mystery school. And if you want to rewatch my lives, go to my YouTube. All right? You'll see it on my page. All right? I love you guys. And have a great day. Control